Kol Holayim La, Abanawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Huadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Okay, I want to go into a dream that I had, which I went into it prior, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. I can't really pinpoint how long ago it was, but I briefly spoke about it on a live stream when I was at the plantation. And it came back into mind a few days ago when I was watching, the Beloved Brothers videos, and, that dream kind of, activated again. But basically, it's to show you that, the women we have dealt with and the women that know what we're involved in, what we do, and not even just on that, but just in general, as it states in the scriptures, a certain aura is going to be on the men that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to protect, the ones that he has chosen. As it also states in the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 16, then ye shall know my chosen, who the Lord is dealing with, who he's been supping with. But, the women that we have dealt with, in the past, they're going to try to come back, mainly for that protection from you, man. It's like mainly from that protection from society, man, from, when all hell breaks loose, man. So basically, the dream went like this. It was a quick dream. I can't remember all the exact details of it, but basically, my wife called me. And, there was a lot of stuff going on, basically, a lot of, civil unrest and, Jacob's trouble, man. And, the prophets were being persecuted, etc. And basically, she called me and, she basically, made it known, like, we need to get back together. We need to be together, and it's basically, trying to win me in and, say all these sweet words and everything else. And, just being very deceitful, man. It was always you, this and that, all types of nonsense, man. But, as men of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and also too, man, when a woman chooses any man over you, you should never ever take that woman back, period, man. Okay? And on top of that, she's defiled, man, because she laid, you know what it is. But look, back to it. Basically, I said, no, I don't want to be with you. I'm not going to be with you. It is what it is. You need to figure out what you're going to do, point blank, period. So then it got to the point, because again, she knows, that I'm in the ministry, I preach, I teach, etc. So she tried to threaten me and basically say, if you don't take me back and if you don't be with me, I'm going to contact, the authorities, the people that was basically trying to persecute the prophets, and let them know your whereabouts, etc. and this and that, and give them your information. And, regardless of all that, I still held firm and was like, man, do what you got to do, And then after, she saw, well, actually she heard, because he was on the phone. That's when she heard that, I was standing on business, and I basically didn't give a shit. I didn't give a damn, do what you want to do, then the cry, the tears, and everything else came out. I don't care, and then just woke up from the dream. It was a very, very quick, detailed dream. Okay, but it also brought some precepts into mind. Let me grab some scriptures. I don't want to talk too much. And this is going to be a quick one. Abanawa Ratazah. So these women are going to come back. All the women that you have dealt with, man. Because they're gonna notice and see a different aura on you, man. They're going to try to come back and get your protection, man. Because they're going to see they see a different type of spirit on us right now. But, when all hell breaks loose and everything else, man, that spirit is going to be amplified, man. Okay, you're really going to see that, as it states in the book of Ecclesiastes 12, verse 1, wisdom make a man's face to shine. That shine is going to be on us, man, because we already showing that aura, that glow right now. But, these are the few precepts that came in mind when I thought about this vision again. This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 2, starting off at verse 26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. So the Lord is going to protect, He's going to guide and be with his elect, man. Okay, and as it also states in the book of Luke, it says, "Not a hair on your head shall perish, man." So the Lord is going to, defend his elect, and yes, you're going to have martyrs. Those are going to be, put to death for the witness of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, for this gospel, this good news, man. But those that have to go through that lot, have to go through that position, are going to rise first with Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. Okay, as the scriptures state, their works do follow them, man. And also, too, in the book of Ezekiel, it also states those that seek righteousness, their iniquities, their transgressions, their sins shall not be spoken of, remembered. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay? 2 Ezra 2, verse 26. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful. So, again, going back to the dream, my wife was weeping and being sorrowful. She was basically, trying to take accountability for what she has done, in the past to me. She was basically being apologetic and basically trying to win me over. So she was weeping and she was sorrowful because of everything that she was going through. Everything, because when all hell breaks loose, when the Lord puts a spirit on this devil, man, it's going to be a lot of people weeping and being sorrowful and mourning, all that, man. Because right now, everybody's laughing. Everybody's embracing life. Everybody's in a comfortable spirit. Okay? And it also states in the book of the Wadi How about Shem Yahushua, I'm going to grab that too. Let's continue on this. I don't want to speak too much. Others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. And again, they're going to notice that we're merry, we're unbothered. Okay? We have a careless spirit. We have a smile. An abundance. We're going to have an abundance of what? Shelter, food, protection, defense. We're going to have everything that we need, man. The Lord's going to be with us, man. And they're going to see that spirit upon us, so they're going to try to what? Spin the block, as they say. They're going to try to come back. Because again, they're going to see the error of their ways. But then those niggas that they were dealing with are probably more than likely going to be executed on the street, or more than likely given to the military to go fight for Esau, man. Or amongst other things, man. Or may get judged before then. Okay, but these things are going to occur, man. It's not only, when it says Isaiah 4:1, it's not only talking about women that, want to get in order, want to get in line. The women that actually want to get in order right now in line, are the sisters that are actually, which, you're going to have other sisters too that's going to come to the truth, But it's actually talking about all women. Okay, even your exes, man. Even the ones that, did you dirty, did all types of wicked shit. If they're still here, man, you best believe they're going to try to come back and spin the block, man. Because again, your aura, your light is shining, man. It's a different type of spirit in there, and the Lord's going to show forth who he's dealing with in those times. Continuing on. 2 Ezra 2, verse 27 again. Be not worried, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And that's, what we're going to see, man. The heathen is not going to be able to do nothing against us, man. Salaki, had to cut off real quick, but I'm going to read that one more time again. 2 Ezra chapter 2, verse 28. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. So they're going to see that, that protection. They're going to see that these heathens, so-called white people, these so-called Japanese, Chinese, so-called Africans, etc., they're going to see that they can't do nothing against the Lord's elect. Okay, they're going to see all these things. Again, our spirit is going to be completely different. We're not going to be worried. We're not going to be sorrowful and weeping and mourning. No, we're going to be embracing the downfall of this captivity, man. And they're going to notice that. Okay? They're going to notice that there's something That's something that he knows that I don't know. Okay, then also too, they're gonna know that the Lord is dealing with us, man. Okay, and they're gonna see, man. They're gonna see, that we ain't we're getting everything that we need to get by. Okay, because again, right now they're living it up. They're comfortable. They're prospering in their wickedness, man. But what does it say? Let's grab that precept that came to mind. Then I'm gonna grab one more. Then I'm gonna close out. I don't want this to be too long. Salakia. I think that's Sirach chapter 11. Bear with me. So this is Sirach chapter 11, verse 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. So when everything's all good and you prospering in your wickedness, you prospering in this the customs and the way of this world, man, there's forgetfulness of affliction, man. Okay, because what do they say? You winning. Okay? You getting it. All types of stuff, man. And again, also too, now you have, a lot of women, losing their jobs. I think it's over 300,000 plus. You got a lot of stuff going on. Okay, but all these things are only going to, again, they're going to intensely increase. They're going to be amplified, man. Because it also states in the book of Isaiah 32, verse 9 on down, many years. Okay, many years. So the Lord wants these things to occur and grow abundantly year after year, man. There's a lot of hell that has to happen, before we receive that salvation, man. But, we pray for it to happen soon. Okay, but everything's going to be done in Yahweh Shem Yahweh's time. So again, Sirach 11, verse 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity. And that's what's going to happen, man. Because when they're going through hell, when they can't eat, when their stomach is touching the back of their spine, when they can't, get their beauty products, all that stuff, man. All these things, when they're not comfortable, that's the main thing. When they're not comfortable and they don't have security, man. And they see that you're comfortable. You have security. You have everything you need to get by to survive, man. Because Yahweh Ba Shem Yahweh Shai is dealing with you. Okay? Yahweh Ba Shem Yahweh Shai is protecting you. He's defending you. He's guiding you, man. He's directing you. All these things, man. Okay? Because that's the main thing. A woman wants to be comfortable. And she wants to feel secure. She wants to feel safe. And she wants to be able to relax. She wants to be able to have no worries. Carefree, careless, man. And all that's going to go out the window when all hell breaks loose, man. Okay? When those benefits that society has given you, wicked bitches, when all that's gone, you're going to start rethinking things. Then you're finally going to realize that what you've been sold, what you've been told, what you have been indulging in, what you have been eating, the philosophies and drinking that wine was bullshit. But by then it's going to be too late, man. It's going to be a different spirit on that man of the Lord that you rejected. It's going to be a different spirit on that man of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai that you did fucking dirty, man. Period, man. Sirach 11, verse 27. The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure. So when you're going through all hell and everything else, you're going to forget that pleasure that you live. You're going to, as we read in the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 2, you're going to be in a mournful sorrow state. Okay? And again, if you're still here and you come across that, man, whether it be on the telephone or whether it be in person, man, you're going to be very, very apologetic. Now and then you're going to try to show that accountability. You're gonna say what he told you when he was dealing with you, man. But it's going to be too late. Okay? It's going to be that Jeremiah chapter 15 verse 1 on down, man. Okay? Sirach 11 verse 27. The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end his deeds shall be discovered. So, come on, man. Plain as day, man. And everybody's being exposed, man. Okay, the Lord is exposing everything, man. Everything in general, period, man. Everybody's skirts being lifted, man. Everybody's shame is being scattered abroad out in the open, man. Okay? Grab one more precept. I might grab two. I want to grab this one. Because again, man, the men of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and also those few sisters and those children, man, that already, doing what they need to do, man, they're going to have a covering cast, man. What is that? I think that's Jeremiah 15. Okay, and Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to put the spirit on the heathen to entreat thee well, man. Okay, Isaiah 41, the Lord shall, fear not thy worm Jacob, roughly paraphrasing. So this is Jeremiah 15, verse 11. Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, said, verily, it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily, I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction. So the elect, the remnant, is going to have favor. The elect, the remnant, is going to have, as they say, the white privilege. We're going to have that remnant privilege, man. Okay? Hey, man, we got benefits, man. And again, these women that we have dealt with, they're going to see and recognize those benefits, man. Okay, as I read again in 2nd Ezra chapter 2, the heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing unto thee, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. Okay, as I just read just now, I'm going to read it again. Jeremiah 15, verse 1. Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, said, verily, it shall be well with thy remnant. So it shall be well with the remnant, man. The remnant shall have favor. The remnant shall have ease. Because we're already going through hell. We're already going through chastisement. We're already being sanctified and purified and chastised by Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, throughout this truth, throughout this ministry, throughout life in general, man. And that's a pure sign that the Lord loves us and that he's also improving us in the process, man. Okay? Period, man. And again, these people, your family members, your cousins, your uncles, your aunties, your brothers, your sisters, the women you've dealt with, the woman that you probably had now that left you because she didn't want to deal with the truth no more. She want to go back into the world. They're going to recognize and see these things, man. Then everybody going to say, oh, he was right. Some may repent, but some more than likely just want a part of your covering cast, man. Want to be amongst you because, again, the Lord is dealing with you. He's protecting you. Okay? Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, said, verily, it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily, I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of affliction. So he's going to put the spirit on the enemy, the adversary, the ones that have a perpetual hatred towards us, to entreat us well, man. To show us and give us favor, man. Man. That's a beautiful benefit in the time of hell, man, in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. That only thy remnant shall have, man. Okay? Let me grab this. I know I said, hey, man, the spirit's rolling, man. It is what it is, man. But I'm going to grab this one, probably another one, and I'm going to close it on out. Because the point has been made. This is Proverbs 16, verse 7. When a man's ways please Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Another benefit for us, man. And all these benefits are going to be amplified and greatly placed upon the remnant, man. Okay? The Lord is going to have a spirit, okay, to make sure that his remnant is taken care of, man. Okay? Period, man. And again, these women, your family members and everybody else, your friends, all that's going to see that, man, if they're still around. Okay? So right now, everybody's scoffing, they're mocking, they're saying you're crazy, they're saying this, they're saying that. But yet, again, remember, man, I don't have dreams, man. I don't have visions. And for some odd reason, that's the one dream that the Lord gave me, man. That's the one, and it was a quick dream. It was just real, it was detailed and quick. to have, your wife, because still, as the Lord knows, I'm still alive. I ain't going, so you can't. How you gonna depart from me? You basically just being an adulteress. But to have that happen and have that detailed and to literally know that's the type of spirit that my wife has, man. Hey, look, man, I'm telling you, man. Isaiah 4:1. Let's go ahead and read. We'll close out there. Okay, because you're gonna have a lot of women coming at you, and trust and believe the women that you have dealt with in the past, they're gonna be right there too. If they know you where you live at, showing up at your door, knocking at the door. Okay. When it's easy to find, it's easy to get information. If that woman or anybody if they know your government name, there's plenty of sites to go to find where you live at. Trust me, I've done it. Okay, I've done it. I had to look up some information on a lot of things, man, and especially when it comes to my kids, man. I want to know who's around my damn kids. Okay, well, let's read this. This is Isaiah 4, verse 1. In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread, we will wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. What's your reproach? Your reproach is not having a husband. A woman's supposed to have a husband. A woman's supposed to be in order, according to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai's guidelines, man. Not according to Esau's and the world's, man. But she's basically saying these women are going to say, we ready to get in order. We ready to be obedient. We ready to be in submission to a man of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And do you not think them old, raggedy, worn out bitches that you dealt with, that treated you like shit, that did all types of wickedness to you, do you not think they're going to spin the block, as they say? You damn right. They're going to try. Okay? You're damn right. They're going to try. They're gonna try to say everything that you want to hear, and the main thing is what they're gonna attempt to take accountability and attempt to apologize. Fuck them bitches, let them rot. Okay. Any broad that betray you and let another man conquer her, that was never your woman, man. Isaiah 4 verse 1, and in that day, when all hell breaks loose, when there's no comfort, no security, no more benefits for you damn women, and you see the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua have a great abundance of favor, of defense, safety, relaxation, comfortable, merry-hearted, eating, got shelter, everything that you desire in that day. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. And what man? Not just any damn man, an Israelite man, and not just any Israelite man, a man of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua that's been out here sacrificing himself. Out here taking this truth seriously, really counting the cost, man. All in. Not 1 foot in the world and 1 foot in the truth. No, all in. Dedicated, man. Ready to die if that's his lot. Okay? Playtime has been over, man. We will eat our own bread. We will cook and make some fucking meals finally. And we will wear our own apparel. We'll make our own clothes. We'll learn how to do it, whatever the case may be. Okay? We'll take heed to our positions, man. You ain't got to worry about us, man. Whenever you tell me to shut up, I'm going to shut up. Whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do. I understand I've been bamboozled. I've been lied to. And again, it's going to be a spirit on the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to discern, Salaki, I'm excited, to discern your spirit. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be a liability when we ducking and dodging Esau, man. The Lord's literally going to activate us when these women come across us, man, to know which ones to keep under our wings and which ones to reject, man. So I'm going to leave it right there, man. Just remember what I said, man. It was a quick dream, and I had that years ago, man. And I don't, like I said, I don't get dreams, I don't get visions, but for some odd reason, the Lord gave me that one dream, and it was quick. So I don't want to rock this out, man. I hope and I pray this was edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Aki and Wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom. Love y'all. I will now rock this out to the next one. Love y'all. Shalom.